Good morning, class. Today we are going to read the chapter Reach for the Top. And part 1 is about Santosh Yadav. The article is about Santosh Yadav, the first woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice. Her story is inspiring. Despite being born in a squat society which did not welcome the birth of a girl child, where girls were married off at 16, she made her own path, followed her desires, and achieved world fame. So, here what happened when this article was written. Santosh Yadav was the only woman in the world to have climbed the Mount Everest twice. She was born in such a society which was biased towards having a male child over a female child. Although they did not consider the birth of a girl child. The birth of a girl child to be unfortunate, but it was not celebrated either. When Santosh was to be born, a saint, assuming that Santosh's mother wanted a son, blessed her that she would beget a son. As she already had 5 sons, Santosh's grandmother said to the saint that they did not want a son. The saint was amazed to hear this and blessed her alternatively because she belonged from such a place, such a society where everyone wants a boy child. But here in Santosh family, her grandmother, she really wanted a girl child. So Saint blessed her and her family that they will get a girl child. She was the youngest child, a sister to 5 brothers. Santosh was born in a village named Joniavas in Rewari district of Haryana. Now, as you know, that Santosh was born in a village named Joniavas in Rewari district of Haryana. Although Santosh name means contentment, she was dissatisfied with the traditional way of life. From a young age, she started living life on her own terms. While other girls wore traditional Indian dresses like salwar kameez, she preferred wearing shorts. Santosh recollects that from childhood she was determined to live life according to herself, according to what she felt was right for her. If she was right in her way, then others would have to change their way and not her. Because the main thing is believing on herself. So she thinks that if she is right, so why she'll gonna change? Others will change their opinion rather than her. So what she do? If she was right in her way, then others would have to change their way and not her. In third, Santosh's parents owned land and were wealthy. They could even afford the money to send their children to study in school in Delhi, which was near their village. Still, due to the prevailing customs they decided to send Santosh to a school in the village. As she belongs from good family, but because of the traditions and custom which are going on in that village area, so they sent her to in a village school only, rather than sending her to Delhi for her higher education, for her studies. So Santosh decided that she had to take her own path when the right time come. At the age of 16, as most of the girls in her village were married off, she was also pressurized by her parents. Now, fourth one, for her, getting married was nowhere in the list. She wanted to get proper education before getting married, and it is very important to get education. So it's her wish to get education before getting married. Santosh left home and got admission in a school in Delhi. Her parents refused to fund her studies, and she gently replied that she would herself fund her studies by working part time. When her parents denied to give her fees, so she informed them that she can do part-time job and she can earn money for herself and she can give her own fees. Upon seeing her determination, the parents softened their stand and agreed to pay for her education. Santosh wanted to be highly qualified and her father accepted her wish. After passing high school, she joined to Maharani College at Jaipur and stayed at the Kasturba hostel. The Aravali hills were near the hostel. Often, she saw villagers. Aravali hills. Now, what happened? Often she saw villagers climbing the hills and disappearing behind it. She was curious to know what was beyond the hills, and one day she decided to find out. Santosh found a new mountaineers who allowed her to join them in their mountaineering expedition. So it's her life, and she really want to do something, and with her own determination she was doing the things and she got succeed also. So we'll continue this in our next video.